Today I'm going to show you how you can use your ActivPanel as a giant teleprompter. Now this might be useful if you are doing any sort of recording, or you're doing some sort of drama work, where you need the children to speak towards the camera and they've maybe got a lot to say but they can't quite remember it. So having the words up on the board and moving about is really going to help them. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm using an app called Simple Teleprompter, which is available from the Play Store. Now when you load it up, it will come up with any scripts that you've already created, or you can create a new one. It's really simple. I'm going to go with this one though, which I've made as an example. And I've just done a little example here just to show you what it's all about. I'm going to get rid of that. So it says, "Hello, welcome to the news at 6. Today's top story. A giant teleprompter has been installed on the ActivPanel in Mr. Carter's room so that the children of his class can read from it without having to remember all of the words." Now, there are a few settings that you might need to be aware of. If you're finding that it's moving too quickly for the children, a good little hint or tip is to change the font size. The bigger you make the font, the less words will be on screen, which means that the children are going to be able to read it a lot better. So you can change the font size to as big or as small as you like. The next one is the type of font. If the children are struggling to read a certain font, then obviously you can go with something different. The line spacing, again, if you're finding that it's moving too fast, then increase the line spacing, and obviously that's going to put more space between the words, which means it's going to go at a slower rate. The next one is to do with all the scrolling speeds. So whether you want it to start automatically after a given amount of time, I've got that checked on because then that gives me a bit of time to read that top line. I can also set a delay on it before it starts if I want to, so I can set the number of seconds on there so that's appropriate. And then I can also do a countdown which shows when it's about to start scrolling, and this one as well, which is the scroll speed. Now for this particular app, I generally find that 1, which is the slower speed, is about right, and I have to do the font and the spacing as well to get it just right. Some of your children might be able to read a bit quicker though, but I find that that's normally a good setting. So if I look at it again now. "Hello, welcome to the news at 6. Today's top story. A giant teleprompter has been installed on the ActivPanel in Mr. Carter's room so that the children of his class can read from it without having to remember all of the words." So if you're wanting to have the words up on screen, if you're filming something you want the children to be looking directly at the camera rather than having to look over at the side or look down to remember the words, or they keep stumbling with the words, have them facing the board with the teleprompter on screen with the words, and hopefully they'll do a bit of a better recording.